If you are in real estate and you want to get better at YouTube, I'm going to share a few video ideas you might want to film when you're first starting off your channel. Now, these are not necessarily going to be the highest converting videos for generating leads, but you want to start off by targeting videos that appeal to a wide audience that are highly searchable. So we're really going to be talking about those citywide videos that address the whole market you're in. That's what you want to start off with. Hey, welcome to the video. Jacob here. So now that we've gone through the funnel of different types of videos, I want to share some ideas you can use and modify to get started. I recommend starting off with a list of 5 video ideas you can use to get started, and then make it your goal to get those 5 videos filmed, edited, and uploaded to YouTube, and then it's on to the next 5 videos after that. These videos are not going to necessarily generate you the most leads, but they're meant to get you the most views. And in the beginning of your YouTube channel, that is what you want to focus on. Then once you have consistent views coming in and your channel has some kind of foundation you can build on, that's when you can branch off and start doing some more targeted videos about some of the more narrow ideas, like a specific suburb, neighborhood, a town, a new development, a condo building, whatever it is where you want to get more specific with a topic. Now, I'm going to walk you through 10 different titles you can use and adjust for your specific situation. So getting right into it. Top X number of things to know before moving to blank. Blank being your city. Feel free to add as many or as few topics as you can, whether you talk about 4 things to know or 10 things to know. Add as much value as you can without getting redundant and adding fluff to the video. Moving on. Number 2 is where to live in blank before moving here. This is one where you might just want to talk about the general lay of the land, different parts of your city, very high level overview. Don't get super bogged down in the details of every town and neighborhood, but just kind of explain the way your city works. If it's divided into quadrants or different sections within that city, you can talk about that here and maybe mention some of the top neighborhoods or suburbs that people know about or look into when they're moving here. Number 3 is going to be pros and cons of living in your city. You can make that a video in itself, and that's great. If you want, you can also split that up into 2 other videos, being the best things about living in your city and the worst things about living in your city. And this is just my opinion, but when it comes to talking about some of the cons or the worst things about your city, I like to just be brutally honest and lay it all out there. I really don't try to sugarcoat it or add fluff to the video to make it sound like it's better than it actually is. Now, I'm not saying to, completely shit on your city, but if there are some widely known negatives of living there, whether it's the people, the affordability, the weather, crime, traffic, whatever it is, I would definitely just be direct and address those topics. And that can be a video by itself. Next video idea you can use is X number of best neighborhoods in your city. And if your core market is a little bit removed from the city or you're not in an urban area, you can talk about top X number of best towns or best suburbs of blank. Whatever that major city is or the major market that's closest to you, just use that as a reference because that's what's going to get the most search volume and bring people to your channel. Now, a lot of these are great for list-based videos. So if you want to choose between 5 and 10 things to talk about and spend 1 to 2 minutes per topic in that video, that's a great way and easy way to break it up. So that way you end up with a nice 10-minute long video when you're done. I'm not saying 10 minutes is the goal you should aim for. I personally am happy whenever I end up with a video that's between 8 and 15 minutes long. So I feel like 10 to 12 minutes is a good middle ground to have. Now, these next 3 video ideas, you're more than welcome to use, but it might depend on your specific area and what kind of market you're in. So number 8, how expensive is it to live in blank? So if you are in a pricey market, you might want to talk about the cost of living in your city. Explain how expensive it is, how much it costs to buy a house or a condo, or how much to rent, and just be very direct about it. Now, on the flip side, if you are in an area that's known for being relatively cheap and affordable to live, you can make the inverse video of that, being how cheap is it to live in your city. Now, moving on to the last one, depends on where you are, and this can kind of be a touchy subject, but how dangerous is it in blank? So this is one you want to be careful. You want to base any statistics off of publicly available data. We're not trying to steer people anyway, but if you live in an area, I do, St. Louis, that is notorious for crime and being a dangerous city, there's a lot of views you can get from making a video like that. And I've done that. Again, you want to base your crime maps or statistics off of city data, local police departments, government websites, whatever you want. So that way you're not using opinions in a video like that. But if you can explain maybe some of the nuance or some considerations when it comes to safety in your city, that could be a good one that will get you some initial traction. And I know I said 10 videos, but here's another fun one for you. Are people still moving to blank? Whether that's, are people still moving here after COVID? Are people still moving here in 2024? However you want to modify it, that could be a good one as well. Now with these titles, these are just loose recommendations, so feel free to adjust and modify these however you want. But roughly speaking, these are 11 really solid ideas you can use to get started with your channel. Now, the great thing is you don't have to film all 11 of these to do a really great job and get your channel started. Really, you could do fine just picking 3 or 4 of these videos that really speak to you, where you feel like you have some stuff to talk about. Make those videos, and then after that, see how they perform. And then maybe if you're not happy with the results, you can do some more of these videos. Or if you're feeling satisfied, you can move on to some of the more suburb or town specific videos that are a little bit more middle of the funnel and not as much of a citywide video. Again, these videos are meant to get a lot of views over time. These are not going to be the best at getting you leads. And here's the really great thing about these videos. You might want to start off with 3 or 4 of them right now, get them done, get them going, and then wait 6 months and come back and do some more. Either refilm the first videos you made, make it more thorough, add some stuff to it, or just the fact that 6 months from now, if you're doing YouTube consistently, you're going to be better at filming, you're going to be better at speaking on camera, you're going to be better at editing. So you can come back to these videos and just do it again. Whether you want to wait 6 months, a year, these are videos that I do every single year. Like, you can come back to these again and again, and they're still gonna get views. You can either say the same stuff, but make it more thorough. You can say different things. You can make your video better just by having better editing or better filming. You can make these videos better year after year after year, and they are consistently gonna get views. And if you're worried, thinking, man, but if I do this again in 6 months, everyone's gonna know I did the same thing again. I'd be willing to bet you're gonna have a completely different set of viewers 6 months from now, and especially a year from now if you do any of these videos again. Now, there might be some overlap where the same person sees your video that you did again a year later, but what are the chances they're going to remember that? Most people are probably going to be seeing your video fresh for the first time ever if you redo these videos, and that is one of the reasons I like to do these again and again every single year to drive traffic to my YouTube channel. The way I really think about these videos is that these are like the bread and butter of your YouTube channel. They're always gonna work, they're highly searchable, and should be, for the most part, evergreen videos that stay relevant. And if you go on YouTube and you search any of these up, chances are someone else has done them before, whether it's just a travel vlogger or a college kid living in your city, or if you see another real estate agent who's done these before. Don't freak out and think, oh my God, they already did this isn't gonna work for me. No, look at those videos, and if there's another agent who did any of these videos and got a bunch of views from that, that's your proof that it works and that these videos should probably work for you too. Especially if you can take one of your competitors' videos on these topics, make it better, make it more thorough, more entertaining, however you want to compete by making your content better, put it on YouTube and let the views come in consistently, because these videos will grow over time. So do not be intimidated by that. I think you should be excited if you see there's another agent in your market who's done these videos and had success. chances are it could very likely work for you too. So that's going to wrap it for this video. Take these videos, modify the title however you see fit, and aim to do 3 to 5 of these videos to get started. These will give you the foundation that you need to go off and build other videos that are maybe more targeted, more niche, not as highly searchable, but better for getting leads. And then just keep doing it. Keep coming back to these videos every 6 months to a year, redo them, make them better, and sit back and let the views roll in. So that's going to wrap it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.